Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, we're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, a new eyewitness comes. Y'all know when it comes to this TakeOff case, there's been a bunch of eyewitnesses who claim they was there and seen what happened. We done got story after story from them people saying that they seen what happened, but somehow no one has proper proof or evidence other than the videos we already seen from TMZ. Out of everyone that was there, I don't see anyone with any different videos or pictures showing us new angles other than the videos, like I said, we see from TMZ. Keep in mind that there was a bunch of people there that seen exactly what happened. However, there's a woman that goes by the name of the real Sammy _1 on Instagram who revealed text messages and DMs that she got with TakeOff, and she's alleging that he knew something was going to happen the night he was shot and killed. And he didn't feel right. In fact, he didn't even want to be there, but he was forced to stay because he didn't want to leave Quavo alone. Now, Samantha first met TakeOff in the studio where she was with her boyfriend at the time, which is kind of crazy, but it wasn't until she posted on her Instagram story and tagged TakeOff where they would keep in touch with each other after he responded to her in the DMs. Now, she describes that she never ever seen TakeOff again until he flew her out on October 28th in Texas, 3 days before he was actually killed. Now, she says she was picked up by someone sent from TakeOff and was escorted to the hotel he was staying in. Now, fast forward to the 31st. Because, you know, it was a whole bunch of filler. I actually took what she said from an interview she did with another gentleman. So we're just going to skip to the juicy parts. Now, when they was going to the club, you know, the 31st, they were in separate cars and she wasn't with them. So I'm assuming they were all in a few separate cars because we seen that TakeOff wasn't with Quavo and Jazz Prince Jr. in a car on the way to the bowling alley. Now, I think he was in the van or whatever, but with her describing that he wanted her in a separate car just in case something happens to him, my next question is, why would TakeOff feel something would happen, you know, if they was in the hands of mob ties? We know the type of status mob ties have in Houston, and Migos was supposed to be held down by mob ties. So what would make him feel so uncomfortable where he feels something will happen to him enough to put her in a separate car? Unless, you know, she's just trying to fabricate a story. Who knows? But that's what she's saying is happening. And once again, she have DMs with TakeOff as proof. Now, she explains the night he was killed. First, they went to a club where she seen Jay Prince Jr. and Jazz Prince there. And the club scene kind of wasn't her thing, so she felt back. They all migrated to the bowling alley after the club where everyone except TakeOff was shooting dice. But she says that she was kind of behind him the whole time and texted him on the phone as well because the atmosphere was kind of too aggressive for her. So she says she was texting him because she was worried about all the arguing and arguments going on all around. But if y'all ever been in a dice game, you know that's the norm. It's nothing but bets and money involved and men with a lot of testosterone going back and forth about their money. So you could just imagine the atmosphere. Maybe she wasn't used to it. Whatever the case may be. Now, she didn't specify who, but she also said that there was arguments in the club as well leading up to the bowling alley, not just at the bowling alley or where they was playing dice at, you know? And that's where a lot of people think everything originated from, but we have heard that they was actually arguing before that prior during the day, you know, from other people too that was there as well. Now, interesting enough, she says that TakeOff didn't even want to be there. He actually wanted to leave, but whoever they was wanted to keep on playing dice. And that's not the first time we heard that TakeOff wanted to leave, because other people was close to the situation also said that TakeOff wanted to leave. Now, she also alleges that when everyone was in fact leaving, the arguments continue on their way out. They decided to play dice again, this time in a different location. I'm assuming this is part of the location where we seen the argument start with the TMZ video which led to, TakeOff being fatally shot. Now, here's where I'm kind of confused and where the story gets a little weird. She says after everything happened, she didn't really see much because, as things started to heighten and get crazy, she was backing up. And I'm assuming that shots went off. Instead of running back to the car she came in, she called herself an Uber and went straight to the airport. Not the hotel, not to any of the guys or the guys she was familiar with that picked her up from the hotel. None of that. She didn't even stay back to find out what happened or if TakeOff is good. None of that. She just went straight to the airport, leaving everything behind. I guess a suitcase she came with, whatever it was. She just left everything behind and said she got into an Uber. She called herself, went straight to the airport, tried to get a flight, and then while she was waiting for a departing flight to come back home, she saw on social media that he was shot and he passed away. You see what I'm saying? Now she claims she called and texted everybody she knew that was around him, but no one answered. And to this day, nobody has responded to any of her texts or calls. So let's be real, y'all. Although she makes it seem like her and TakeOff was a thing and, she acts like she's so hurt. I'm not saying she's not. Maybe she is because she shared a moment with TakeOff. But she's making it seem like it was something very serious. She's making it seem like her and TakeOff was a thing. It's clear that she was just a one-night thing. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's what a lot of these rappers do. And if she was really someone TakeOff was taking serious, his peers would have been reached out to her or kept her updated on what's going on. But that's why they're treating her the way they are, because they know that it was nothing serious. However, she's carrying on social media as if they knew each other for a long time and he was looking for a relationship, when we know that that wasn't the case. Not to mention, she pretty much hit on him while she had a man at the time anyway. Now, on Clubhouse, she also alleged that TakeOff said the guy across from Quavo, Quavo kept looking at him and the dude was acting like he don't like them. So their crew is going to make him leave or something like that. But lo and behold, that same guy was actually Lil Cam, the guy that was across from Quavo. So if whatever she's saying is in fact true, the guy that was across from Quavo and the one that he kept looking at happened to be Lil Cam. Now it's also kind of iffy to me why Cam was even in that situation, give or take his age. But we do know that a lot of these young dudes are used for certain reasons around older men because, if God forbid anything happen, sometimes they don't get the crazy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say a little bit, but not say too much. But anyway, the thing what I find crazy is also Lil Cam was the same guy that didn't really like Quavo or TakeOff, but he kind of liked Offset. And y'all remember the tweets that everybody dug up that showed that, or whatever the case may be. That's pretty much the story. Also, she says she has no problem talking to the police. The reason why she's actually doing what she's doing now is because nobody reached out to her, and I'm pretty sure we all know why, but she seems like she's in denial, so I guess. But she's saying that she has no problem cooperating and saying what she saw, but she's not really saying everything to the lower media platforms or whatever. But I don't know, it's looking like this thing can get out of hand if she is in fact telling the truth and willing to go to the police. So I guess we just gotta see what comes out of this. Y'all let us know if y'all feel she's telling the truth, if these DMs are credible or whatever. I left the DMs in the video so y'all can check it out for yourselves. Pause it whenever you want or whatever the case may be, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.